Good afternoon, Sierra Leone. Good afternoon, Kono District. Good afternoon to all the Saloon picking them, the Kono picking them where they out na the diaspora and una where they back home na Sierra Leone and inside Kono District. This na David Bongo the Kanto owner from Kono News Network. And today I get a very sensitive topic for discuss. Something where if we not take time go bring problem between we and our brothers the way um, where we sit down they coexist with, and also if we not become very careful, that's something we don't begin to go on the social media, and that na the main reason we make they talk about it today. Waiting they go on something we get for do with some of our brothers the way feel say the Kono tribe and the Kono district we not understand properly. They bring a problem amongst we, and some discussions the way they come up and not finally a continue. One thing way I want for express na Kono na a district, Kono also na a tribe, and everybody we born na Kono person. You were born and raised up na Kono person. You not necessarily get for be the indigenous Kono person. So today my discussion get for day around this particular topic. Again, what make I bring them up? Now, a group of different groups the way, or one particular group where I don't visit now with social media. I see this discussion don't start there, and the person way bring this discussion up, the way the perspective where in the taken from. If we not take time, it will bring division, it will bring some misunderstanding amongst we. So for sake of this, I decide say I will bring this topic today, make I talk about them. And if anybody get anything for say or add to what I talk, I welcome una all. Again, una welcome. Me na David Bongo, I can't owner from Kono News Network. So I will talk this to the entire general public so that we all know what this topic they're about and how sensitive it is. Ladies and gentlemen, good people of Kono and beyond. Today we confront a truth many whisper about, but few dare to address boldly. Kono is not just a place, and Kono is not just a people. Kono is a district, a land that welcomes everybody. But Kono is also a tribe, a proud identity rooted in ancestry, language, tradition, and sacred cultural heritage. And when we confuse these two, when we blur the lines between geography and identity, we risk something very dangerous. Division where there should be unity, and erasure where there should be preservation. This conservation is not about exclusion. It is about understanding, respect, coexistence, and survival of identity. Because if we fail to identify or define who we are, we may one day wake up and realize we have lost what made us Kono in the first place. So, with this opening remark, I'll ask you to watch this video just before we start the conversation. discussion today is Kono as a district and Kono as a tribe. I would encourage everyone listening to me today to pay attention to every word that I say, every idea that I brought, or every suggestion that I bring up. And if there's anything you want to challenge or support, I am encouraging you to bring your comments in the comment section, ask your questions, and then we'll discuss them. So I'll start with Kono as a district. Kono is a geographical and administrative area in Sierra Leone, and it is home to diverse ethnic groups: Konos, Madingos, Fulas, Timnis, Mendes, Limba, and other tribes across the country and even beyond. But through migration, mining, trade, and settlements have also made a lot of other nationals become Kono people. Anyone born, raised, or living there is a Kono person by residence or by association. Kono as a tribe, let's look at that too. An indigenous ethnic group with the following characteristics: unique language or Kono dialect, district or distinct customs and traditions, deep-rooted ancestral lineage. That's the Kono tribe. Identity passed through heritage, bloodline, and cultural continuity. But what's the core difference? These are the two core differences. Kono district is a place which is very, very inclusive, and Kono tribe is an identity, specific and ancestral. These two must not be confused. The district is a place, very inclusive, and the tribe is an identity, specific and ancestral. So we come to the problems, the confusion, and the conflict. Many misunderstandings lead to the following: cultural dilution, identity tension, claims of ownerships versus belonging. Some narratives are wrongly suggesting that everyone in Kono is Kono tribe, or only Kono tribe people matter. Anyone holding these two narratives will be completely wrong. These are two very wrong narratives. Again, I'll repeat that. Some narratives wrongly suggest everyone in Kono is Kono by tribe, no, or only Kono tribe people matter. These are two very wrong narratives. So if anyone has that perception, that is not correct. So both extremes are very, very dangerous. Holding those two narratives will be very, very dangerous. So let's look at the values. People of Kono versus Kono tribe values. Now, the people of Kono district, their values will be this: diversity, economic cooperation, especially in the mining sector, urban coexistence. This one has to do with the urban area in Kono district, where you have a very large diversity of people from all over the world and shared development goals. But Kono as a tribe, these are the values: respect for elders and chiefs, strong kinship and lineage ties, also cultural rites and traditional ceremonies, language preservation, and deep communal identity and ancestral pride. With this come the urgency for preserving the Kono language or the Kono tribe. Increasing cosmopolitan nature of Kono is a strength, but also comes with a very big risk. Without intentional effort, language may fade away, meaning the Kono language may fade away, And traditions may weaken, meaning the Kono tradition may weaken. Identity, that is the Kono identity, may be lost in assimilation. What this means, if we are not very, very careful, Kono language may fade away and the tradition may be weakened because of the high percentage of diversity, and the identity may be lost in assimilation, meaning Kono will be absorbed, assimilated in other cultures, and the Kono culture itself will be dead. So, preservation is not discrimination at all. Let us all understand that. It is just a cultural survival. Promoting coexistence. How do we coexist? Konos and non-Konos and the people of Kono. How do we coexist? So these are some practical ideas I want to bring. One, cultural education programs are very, very imminent and very important. Teach the difference between Kono district and Kono tribe. Include in schools, radio, and community forums. Cultural festivals. Celebrate Kono traditions openly and invite all residents to learn and appreciate. Language preservation. Celebrate Kono traditions openly, I just said that. Encourage speaking Kono dialect at home and in communities. Media content in Kono language is also very, very important to be practiced. Inclusive governance. Maintain Kono cultural leadership structures and also continue welcoming non-Konos into civic roles. We should make sure people that are non-Konos, Konos by tribe I mean, to occupy civic positions because they are also part and parcel of the community and they are equally able to contribute to development. So community dialogue platforms should be formed. In that place, in that case, regular discussions to address tensions before they escalate. And this one, I will try to dilate on it a little bit. I have witnessed in a particular WhatsApp group where somebody is bringing up the idea that Konos are not encouraging, they are not opening up. They are trying to be very tribalistic and not allowing non-Konos to occupy strategic positions that could bring development in Kono district. And this is the more reason I am doing this broadcast because it is a misconception. And that particular misconception can lead to very dangerous situations amongst peaceful citizens and people that have coexisted since the inception of the district. We've not seen any problem between Konos and non-Konos in Sierra Leone. And by bringing up these kind of discussions in social media may not lead to a very good end. And that is why I have taken my time to talk to us this afternoon regarding Kono as a district and Kono as a tribe. Now, hospitality of the traditional Kono tribe. Those are key points I want to talk about. Kono tribe, they are very, very hospitable. And like we say in Kono, Sonda Chende, Konos are very open to everybody, everywhere you come from, you are welcome in Kono district. And these are some of the key points I want to say about this. Kono tribe are very welcome, they welcome strangers and settlers without discrimination, sharing land and economic opportunities, especially in mining communities. Also, peaceful coexistence with multiple ethnic groups for decades. Respect for guests and outsiders is very, very prominent in Kono district. Intermarriages are very, very high and social integration and openness. Community support systems that extend beyond tribal lines. is very prominent in Kono district. So, Kono land has long been a home for many, many people, not just the Kono tribe. So, evidence of inclusive leadership in Kono. Non-Konos are holding political offices, business leadership roles. There are also administrative and civil service positions where you have non-Konos occupying. Also, representation of diverse groups in local councils, trade and mining sectors, and to a greater extent in political representation. Long history of economic dominance by non-indigenous settlers and mining, yet peaceful coexistence still maintained. So this brings us to this. This proves that Kono people are not exclusionary, they are accommodating. Message to those promoting discord. Message to those promoting discord. Stop twisting identity into division. Stop weaponizing ethnicity for personal or political gains. Understand that unity does not mean uniformity. Inclusion does not mean erasure. Words really do have power, and they are therefore very powerful. Use them to build, not to break. So what should be the way forward? Let's clearly define and respect who is Kono tribe and who belongs to Kono district. Let's promote cultural pride without hostility. Let's also become very, very inclusive without identity loss. We should encourage youth to embrace Kono heritage. We should also encourage leaders to protect both diversity and tradition. The future of Kono depends on balance. So I will close up with this statement. And again, we should all understand the purpose of this broadcast is not to create division. The purpose of this broadcast is to educate us and understand how we should coexist and respect each other. So, as we end this conversation, let us remember this. A land can be shared, but an identity must be protected. Kono district will continue to grow, to welcome, to embrace all who come in place or in peace. But the Kono tribe must never disappear into silence. Let us not allow misunderstanding to divide us, nor modernity to erase us. Let Kono remain what it has always been at its best, and a home for many, and a heritage for its own. Because when identity is preserved and unity is strengthened, Kono does not weaken, Kono will rise. Family them, this message we I bring come na something we I don't hear in some social media groups them where some of our brothers them or one particular person, not a Boku person actually, one particular person they raise up a point for say Kono them tribalistic, they know they allow other non-Konos them for take up positions like paramount chief, parliamentarians, and it bring up a lot of points. The reason we make I dey talk about this now for let we not continue for bring that kind of discussion na social media groups. In Kono, we get Fulas, Mendes, Timnes, Limbas, other tribes them. We don't coexist for long, 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 long time. We know one day bring any problem concerning them kind thing and day. So for let you begin for perceive them thing and day a very, very dangerous because just by the thought of it, they send a wrong message in the community. And appreciate the one day we don't respond to that gentleman will bring that idea up. I appreciate the way where they handle that, and I believe say understanding good day, and we're not going to bring anything. We will bring division between the corners and the non-corners inside corner district. We all not corners. Once na day born, if you born there, you grow up there, you're not corner person. So that not go bring any division amongst we all. I want to tell on all thank you for when I don't listen to this, and I believe say at this point we don't understand what's in the difference, and we will listen to this music for close the program. Yata na dunya chada, yata na kono adam. Mwen simbeka kono, mwen no siyo, mwen babe mwen yoma, mwen kwadia ya mwen yona, mwen toma yato. Koko mimi na buna mote, mama toasi ako. Mwen mba kusotina kana daba ina, mote bipea, amanye mwa bia mwen chenfe. Madu mo swema, mba ma, mwen toma yona, mwen no yawato. Humble them to all my brothers and sisters out there. Let we not encourage any conversation where they bring division amongst we and other people. We get people that are corner we come from all over the world. And equally so, every tribe in Sierra Leone is represented in Kono district. And one day, problem not arise between Konos and non-Konos. So then discussions that we don't start in the social media group. I send this particular advice to that way particular person will start this conversation, make it not encourage himself for continue to talk them because now divisive ideas the way it is sent out it not go born good picking amongst corners and non-corners. So with this, I want let we all understand say corner day for everybody, not just for corner tribe people there. If you're not an indigenous corner, not mean say you're not a corner person. And you not get for be an indigenous corner for become a corner person. Once na day you born, na day you grow up, you're not corner person. The one day where they start them conversation then so for bring the division amongst we, let we be very, very careful. I want to send a special dedication to the paramount chieftain. All the paramount chiefs in the corner district. This is go to the section chieftain, the chief of speakers, the town chieftain, all youths and young adults. This is go to all. Let we understand say the good for let we coexist in peace. Okay, now so we'll take end this program, and I understand say I believe say we all we'll continue for show love to each other and continue for like we serve. So once more, me na David Bongo, the Cantona from Kono News Network. I want to dedicate this one to also executives of Kono organizations. When I echo, we always try for maintain peace and order inside we district and inside the country in self. Once more, on a good night, everybody. On a share, on a like, on a comment, and on a reach me out whenever I want to ask, when I get questions.